It's 2026, and that means massive changes to the tax law for jackpot handpays. And I'm here to explain to you everything you need to know in 2026. So some of you may or may not know that in 2026, the tax law changed for the jackpot handpay threshold. Now, this is a federal change, and that will be important here in a minute. But what does that mean? Well, the old tax law stated that $1,200 was the threshold at which casinos needed to give you a W-2G, and that is the tax form. In 2026, they have bumped that up to $2,000. Now, there's a problem with this, and it has to do with the slot machines themselves. So, on older machines, let's say like the S2000s, the Double Diamond Deluxe, Triple Stars, games like that, it's relatively simple to change the tax pay threshold. All they have to do is open up the cabinet, press the white button, and they can go into the menus and change the jackpot handpay limits. But not all slots are that easy. Some slot machines don't even allow the option to change the jackpot threshold. And most slots these days are going to require a complete RAM clear. That means that the Gaming Commission is going to have to come out, they're going to have to shut down those slot machines, they're going to have to RAM clear and restart them all. Now, certain slot machines at certain facilities are linked into a server system, which means they can do a bulk reset of the jackpot handpay threshold, which will make that significantly easier on the Gaming Commission and the staff. But this is definitely a rarity, and this is not the vast majority of the machines in casinos. So what does this mean? Well, unfortunately, most casinos are not going to be prepared for this, which means if you're at the casino in the first few weeks in January, and maybe even leading into February, if you hit a jackpot, or rather, you hit a line pay of over $1,200, your machine will still lock up. Now again, that's not all of them, but those that haven't been changed will still go into that jackpot handpay lockup mode. All that will happen is the attendant will come, they will pay you out, they will give you cash, or they will give you a voucher, whatever you choose, and you'll continue to play. Once the casinos have gone through and reset all the machines, this will no longer be an issue. But for the first few weeks in January, well, for you high limit players and for those of you who are accustomed to getting handpays, it may be a bit annoying, but hey, it's what you've been used to this whole time anyways. Now, one of the things I want to impress on you is that any kind of lag or issues during this change is not the fault of those working at the casinos. This was a very rapid change, and the way that the system is set up doesn't allow for a rapid change of the machines, and that is for your benefit, right? The Gaming Commission doesn't want casinos to be able just to go in there and change RTPs or change anything on these slot machines without them being present. So please have patience. Understand that the slot attendants and the slot techs and the casino staff in general are going to be just as stressed and frustrated about this as you are. So you might be asking, why $2,000? Why not $5,000, $6,000, $7,000? Well, this wasn't an arbitrary number that Congress just pulled out of that anywhere. They actually did some research, and what they found is that about 80 to 90% of all of the handpays are below $2,000. So, for the vast majority of us, when we do get a handpay, it is below that $2,000 jackpot handpay limit. So, most of us are going to be covered from here on in. Unfortunately, if you are a high limit player, this is probably not going to be the case for you. You're going to be more accustomed to these larger handpays, the 5,000, 6,000, 10,000, and really depends on how much you're betting on the slot machines. So unfortunately, this doesn't really help you guys out. Now you might be wondering about etiquette when it comes to tipping if you get that $1,200 jackpot threshold limit before they actually change it to the new $2,000 limit. And I've talked to a lot of people that go to the casino and get frequent hand pays, and the general consensus is that yes, we will continue to tip them that 1% to 2% until that is changed. There is one big caveat to this increase in the jackpot hand pay threshold. I'm giving away $3,000 to you for helping me reach 50,000 subscribers. And all you have to do to qualify is be subscribed to the channel and like and comment all of the videos in January, February, and March. Now, each comment is going to be an additional entry for you to win one of the prizes in January, February, March. That being said, all comments need to be meaningful, so no just thumbs up or heart emojis. I'll be announcing the first winner on January 19th live at Kashada. And don't worry, if you don't win in January, you still have opportunities in February and March. And when I get to 100,000 subscribers, we're going to be doing another giveaway. So thank you again for all of your support, and I can't wait to catch each and every one of you out there at the casino. And that is states with state income tax. Now, most states have not adjusted their tax laws to reflect the federal tax law, which means you will probably still have to pay state tax on that jackpot. Now, we don't know exactly what this looks like and if those changes are ever going to happen, but for now, most likely you're still going to be paying state income taxes on the old jackpot threshold. Now, I should mention, I am not a certified financial advisor. If you have any tax questions, please speak with a certified financial planner or a tax official so that you get the correct and most up-to-date information. Now, another big change happening in 2026 is the ability to write off all of your losses. So previously, you could write off up to your winnings on your taxes. So if I won, let's say $1 million at the casino, then I could write off $1 million that I lost at the casino. Now, the new tax law states you can only write off 90% of your losses. So if I won $1 million and I lost $1 million, I would only be able to write off $900,000, which means I would still have to pay taxes on that $100,000. For the average player, really this isn't going to affect you that much. But for those high limit players, this can cost them tens of thousands of dollars. And it is something that they are very concerned about, and I'm sure they will be speaking to the representatives about this in the next coming months. Another important thing to remind you of is that it is required of you to report all of your winnings to the IRS. So whether it's $10 or whether it's $10 million, you should be reporting all of your winnings to the IRS. Well, I hope you found the information informative. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comment section and I'll see if I can get them answered by some casino staff. All right, y'all. Well, I appreciate all of your support, and here's to big wins in 2026. Thanks so much for watching, y'all. Check out these other videos and be sure to subscribe for more slot tips and tricks. Remember, subscribing is always free, and it's the biggest way you can help me bring more great videos like this to everyone.